So I'm happy they went there because looking at the prompt, I thought they wanted me to sing that. But I don't know the tune. Roast or fry. Roast or fry. How do you like your breadfruit or breche if you want to be fancy? Well, sliced as a side isn't the only way to have this mealtime staple. So Chef Danielle Allen is on Zoom with a modern twist on the Jamaican classic. But before we speak to her, I want you to watch something here.
So we're starting off with cleaning up our carrots. Once we're through with that, we're going to move on to our cabbage because it is a vegetable medley, so we definitely have to have some cabbage in there. Once we're through with our cabbage, we're going to go through to our pak choy or bok choy, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And then, of course, we're going to chop up our corn pork. Once we're done with that, we're getting a huge pot. I'm using a wok with some olive oil and some garlic. Then we're going to dump in our corn pork. Once we do that, we're adding in our carrots because they take the longest to cook. And then we'll just dump in our pak choy and or cabbage. Now once we've done that, I'm adding some black pepper, smoked paprika and salt, and then we're just going to give that a good mixeroo. Once that is all done, we're going to go in with our onions or sweet pepper along with some scallion and some scotch bonnet pepper because that is a must. Then we give that one final mix, let it cook down for just another minute or two because we don't want that overcooked, and that's it. This is your finished product. Vegetable medley with a twist.
Everybody in the studio does stay so. Love it, so you should have sent it for us. Or maybe you did, and I don't know. Good morning. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's morning time. How are you?
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm really, really good. How are you?
We can't complain. Give thanks. Where you learn to do all of that? How long you been chefing?
I think I've been chefing for a really long time, if we're being honest. But it was really just kind of over the last 2 years, I kind of doubled down on it. Trying to just get into that creative space. I'm friends with a lot of creatives, so I kind of always wondered, okay, what is my thing? And COVID just kind of helped me to double down on that. So I've been doing this like on this scale maybe for just over a year or so. So that's pretty much how long I've been in that creative space, just kind of working with brands and getting stuff done.
All right, fantastic. So here's the plan now. I am just going to leave this with you. You are going to talk us through what you're doing, and you have to just do it, and then I'll come into your house for it afterwards. All right?
That's perfectly fine.
All right.
Pretty much I have a pan here with just some boiling salted water, and that is to help the breadfruit get flexible. So breadfruit by itself, it's not very flexible. So I have one here that is kind of, rigid. So what the water does is it kind of acts like a kind of parboiling thing. And so what you do is you want to just hold that together and pretty much just kind of skewer that, right? And then it should have a look like this. And you just drop that down into the oil. And you don't have to worry about it popping up too much. That's perfectly normal because it's pretty much wet. You just want to use your tongs to kind of move it over some. And it's making the nice little sizzle that you want it to make because, what is breadfruit without all of that? So you pretty much just, once again, want to dump it into that hot water just to soften up the fibers of the breadfruit itself so that it isn't as rigid. And then once you do that, you hold it together and then you just run like a toothpick or a skewer through it. Like so. Oops, that one broke. Depending on how you sliced it, you might have to use one of those bigger skewers, which I couldn't find, but yeah. And then you just want to pop that down into your pan. I always recommend using a larger, like a cast iron skillet, just because it adds more room for you to kind of flip them and turn them around and do exactly what you need to do.
Sure.
General cook time on this is about 3 to 5 minutes. And then the thing is, I got a lot of questions. Oh, but I never knew you could eat the heart of the breadfruit. You can. Once it's cooked through, you're all good. It's not like it's going to do anything. I'm still standing, so I think it will be fine.
Yep. How long is the process? Sorry, how long is the process, Daniel, from start to finish?
So I would say the thing is you have to peel the breadfruit. So that's the longest part of it.
Okay.
And depending on how good you are with your knife skills, it might take you about 10 minutes to peel the breadfruit, and you have to slice it down to get those perfect circular shapes from the middle.
Okay.
And once you get that, everything else after that is just about 10 minutes between soaking it in the hot water and then just kind of popping that over to your frying pan. So you can just give it a quick turn, because the thing is you don't want it to get too crispy, because what that will do is it will mess with the integrity of the shell. And so if it's too crispy, then it's going to like burst apart. So you have to find that nice little middle ground where it's not too crispy that it's gonna break, but it's also cooked through fully.
Okay, you have a finished product there?
Yeah, man, we have a finished product right over here. So we're just gonna let that finish cooking.
Yeah, because we're out
So
of
let me
time
show
now,
you
so we need to
guys.
see the finished product.
So pretty much this is what it looks like.
Oh, nice.
This is pretty much what it looks like once it's done. So you
Fantastic.
can just give that a good bite.
Hold on, man. Well, you can't eat up the whole thing. Come to the stadium, man. Right,
And
Danny?
that's pretty much it.
Danny, that look nice. Even though I don't eat the pork, when we come off, you can tell me where you live and I come in for the rest of it. Yeah. Good to see you. How can you
All
be
right,
found?
Neville.
How can you be found?
So I'm on YouTube, Danzy's Recipes.
Okay.
I'm on Twitter @_it's Danzy, and it's the same handle for Instagram.
Stay safe. God bless you. And thanks for this morning.
Bye.
Yeah, man. Chef Daniel Allen cooked up some breadfruit stuff there. All right, on the other side of the break, the talk turns to mixing COVID-19 vaccines.